So we just got back from Nashville, our very first trip there, and we went to surprise our grandkids.
I knew something fishy was going on.
Our kids were in on it, and we had not seen them in 3 months and 19 days because their parents moved them away from us. So I can't wait to share with you their reaction, though. They were completely surprised. Came back with fabulous memories, this not so fabulous cold, but I can't wait to go back there. So I'm excited to show you little bits of Nashville, and stick around because we had two things there. I ate two things. One I had wanted to for a long time, and it was just as good as I had imagined. The other one, well, anyone who knows me would have laid money on the table that I would never have put that in my mouth, because I can be a little bit finicky about food, a little queasy, and I never dreamed I would take a bite, but I did, and I liked it. So let's go to Nashville. The flight was 5 hours and it was pretty uneventful, just a little turbulence over Texas, but it was 12 degrees when we landed.
I knew something fishy was going on.
I knew you did.
Grandma!
Don't you guys ever
Good
do
to see you.
Oh my God! I knew something fishy was going on. I was like, what's going on? I honestly knew.
You knew?
Yeah.
Your mom?
Something was going on.
So I brought my cowboy boots to Nashville, and they stayed in my suitcase because my granddaughter Maddie almost forbade me to wear them. She said, "Grandma, the amount of cowboy boots in Nashville is nauseating, and they're all tourists." This from the girl who's been a local for 3 months now. But she was right. We went down to Music Row, and I saw more pink cowboy boots and white cowboy boots than I had seen prior to this in my entire life combined. I also saw a lot of girls in little mini skirts, and I want to remind you that it was 12 degrees. So sometimes you just shake your head.
Vámonos. Man in Black. Michael Clark Douglas.
Did you now? And what did he say again?
Some along the lines of the camera's always there. It's a soft net. You can always rely on it. It's always there. It's always there. You can depend on it. It's always there. You can always rely on it. But it doesn't exist. You ignore it.
Thank you.
You deny it. Yes.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Make sure it's not poisonous.
Looks good.
Oh, see that? See that, Patty?
Oh.
Ooh, get it in the sunlight, Sandy. Get it in the sunlight.
I'd make a shadow. There we go.
Oh, mustard sauce.
Wait.
Dave, what do you have? Oh, me too.
Little nuggets.
Oh,
I want to see you taking a bite.
Are you kidding me?
Nope, I'm not.
What has she done? I'm not a cute bite taker.
You will be today.
Let Maddie do it. Let Maddie do it.
Gotcha.
Ready? Ready?
Yes. Smash burgers.
Daddy want tater tot?
Yeah.
So good. Insane.
That's not how you said
So
it.
good.
What's that, Manny? Never get food off a food truck.
I will never eat a regular burger again
But
the
here-
rest of my life.
Yeah.
It's like
It's
really
luscious.
sought after. It's like a art, you know.
I would share photos from inside the Parthenon, which we visited on day 2 or 3, except I had taken so many videos and photos by this point that my camera was full. But this is oddly the world's only full-size replica of the Parthenon in Athens. It was really interesting to walk through it. Today it's a museum. Initially it was built to celebrate the centennial in Nashville in the 1800s and was meant to be temporary, but the citizens loved it so much that they would not let it be torn down. So on Sunday, we had just a wonderful surprise. We went to church with the kids to this really sweet little church in Franklin that they're going to. And I was excited to meet the pastor because I've heard great things about him from our son. And I talked to him for probably 15 seconds, and we were out in the lobby. He was apologizing for not teaching that day. He said, "We are excited to have a guest speaker today. It's Pastor Mike McIntosh." And I could not believe my ears because I know Mike McIntosh. He is the founder of Horizon Christian Fellowship in San Diego. And for 7 years, back a while, I was commissioned to write a book on the history of Calvary Chapel and flew all over the world, literally, to interview pastors and early musicians. And just, the stories that I gathered will stay with me the rest of my life. Pastor Chuck did pass away. I was his writer during those 7 years and also a writer for his wife, Kay. Biggest privilege of my life. But when he was gone, the project just sort of died. But anyway, I was so excited to know that Mike was going to be there. And I said to the pastor of the church, I said, "Is Sandy with him?" And he goes, "Well, she's standing right behind you." I love Sandy McIntosh. If you've ever heard her teach, she just has this particular style that just draws you in. One of my very favorite teachers. I very much miss the Calvary Chapel Pastors' Wives conferences that I went to every year of our ministry. But now that Dave's retired, I don't go anymore. And so it was just wonderful to give Sandy a hug and chat with her for a minute. We went in and Pastor Mike was teaching, or had just started, and he was talking about different people that he knew in the audience. And as he's listing people, I don't know a couple of them, but he mentions Love Song and Chuck Girard in particular and the influence he'd had on him early on. And I turned to my son and said, "If Chuck Girard is here also, I am going to fall out in my chair." Well, I just kind of looked to my right and he was right across the aisle from me. I did not fall out of my chair because we were in church. I do have some decorum, but I had a chance to talk to Pastor Mike, but then I went right over and I talked with Chuck as well and met his lovely wife, Carol. So that was just such a wonderful and unexpected reunion. You just never know what a day is going to bring. And it was right after that we went to the factory at Franklin, which is just a crazy, wonderful place all of its own. And here's where I ate something that I never, ever dreamt that I would eat. What's it look like? Looks like chicken.
It's alligator.
Oh.
Yes. Grandpa's a silly guy.
He is so
He was just a silly guy.
Very interesting.
Oh, interesting. I'm not trying it.
No, it's good.
It's good.
throw some hot sauce on it.
Louisiana hot sauce is the best.
What are your thoughts?
I think it tastes great.
Does it taste like chicken? That's what they said. Really?
It does.
Okay.
She said it had the texture of steak and tasted like chicken. I could see that.
There you go. It's kind of like chicken fried steak.
Pretty moist.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you ready? A little chewy. It's good. Yeah. I would hunt me down an alligator and cook it up.
Did you see that right there? That was me taking a bite of alligator meat. I don't think anybody was as surprised as I was. Actually, it was pretty good. Not that I want to make a habit of it, and fortunately up here in the Pacific Northwest, that's not really an option, so we're all good. All in the name of supporting local business, we thought it best to try the beignets and then later some ice cream.
Oh, nice, nice. I feel like I'm looking at double.
I'm going to freeze right there for a second because so many of you have written to me recently, actually, asking for an update on Gage. It's been almost exactly 1 year since we got the news that he had a large brain tumor in the center of his brain. And you've never seen anyone handle that like this kid did. I put out a video begging for prayer and was just overwhelmed by your response. So I want to let you know that he had an MRI again last month, or actually last week, and the tumor is continuing to shrink a little bit at a time. So thank you so much for praying and for your concern. And as you can see, Gage doesn't let anything keep him down. This was at an Aqua Sox game last summer, and he just had us roaring. He is so funny.
Worst thing I've ever done. Everybody's all going wrong. Everyone.
Our kids and grandkids have 5 cats, and the last one they took in was a rescue from a gas station. They take the cats out in the backyard and walk them on leashes, which, as you can see, the cats just absolutely love. You can't really go to the south and not hit a Cracker Barrel. When the kids told us that we should drive another 36 miles up the road while we were visiting Bowling Green, Kentucky, just so we could see a Buc-ees, I was confused. Wasn't Buc-ees just some sort of big gas station? Oh, they laughed and laughed. Buc-ees chocolate pudding with only 320 ingredients. And then, before I knew it, 6 days had gone by and it was time to turn for home. But of course, this will not be our last visit to Nashville.